It is a bright and shiny Wednesday morning, which is nice. We have had some pretty foul weather over the last couple of days, more Tuesday, where we had a succession of brief bright sunshine in the morning. Even we had some sleety hail and rain, cold rolled rain. So that carried on all through the day, so I didn't really venture outside much at all yesterday. But today is a new day, and so I will get on with what I'm doing, and I will try and get some footage of the hills in the distance where you can see the remnants of the snow. This is what the finished article looks like with the capping on the top. I have discovered a problem though with the capping in that it's not consistent in how much has been rebated out of the back of it, and so I've run into a problem at that end where I don't have another piece of timber that is the same depth. So I may go down to the timber merchant and see if I can find a bit to do that one. All the rest of it seems to be consistent, so when I come to do this one I shouldn't have that problem. But my intention is to complete this other one, see what I've got left, and then go from there. First I need to dig a bit more dirt out, which will go into the barrow here, and then I'll get this corner straightened up. Then I can start putting the extra layer on. When I started out this morning, I used my DSLR camera to record the video, and it worked fine until the battery ran out. I should have realised that it wasn't going to last as long as I would need it, but in the moment didn't think about it. I didn't realise that it happened, and as a consequence much of what I did this morning in putting the first side on and the plastic in was not recorded. As the sky became increasingly grey in the first half of the afternoon, I was concerned that it was going to rain, so I needed to crack on, as the Poms would say, so I didn't bother with recording it. Putting the extra plank on the top of the existing ones is never a straightforward operation, as usually the ones that have been there for a while are warped both sideways and up and down. With the first board, even though it was down where it needed to be at each end, I ended up with a slight gap between the boards in the middle. It wasn't really an issue because with the plastic on the inside, the water and the soil can't come through there anyway. The issue of the capping pieces being 5mm different in thickness was a bit of a headache initially, trying to work out how I was going to make it work. So I think I explained later on that I ended up using the thinner stuff on one of the beds, and I went back to the merchant and took back a couple of the thinner boards and got another 4 meters of the thicker one. Fortunately, there was one in the rack that was the thicker one. And 4 meters was more than I needed, but I didn't want to run the risk of, if I messed something up, then having to go back to the merchant again. Anyway, in the end, it worked out okay, and I don't think if I don't tell anybody, nobody's really going to notice it. And so another day is drawing to a close. Well, work has stopped anyway. But I do have, as far as the construction side of it, I have the raised beds completed. So here they be. And so yes, what I did was I added another plank on top, and then I put this capping on the top of that just to give it a nice finish, and also to hide where the plastic goes up, and the plastic is stapled on top of that board, so it will looks a lot better. The plan from here, as far as the beds are concerned, is I'm going to water blast all the old bit and get that as clean as I can, and then I think I'm actually going to stain them with a black bean or something like that. I think that'll look quite good. So that probably won't be tomorrow though, so we'll just see how that goes. But And then, as I said previously, we'll get some more compost to top up these beds and also do the one around the other side. So Kathy kindly moved most of the flowers out from around the edge of this bed so that I could get the plastic in. So now we just have lettuces, and I'm not sure whether they're not doing particularly well, whatever they are. Maybe cabbage, maybe collie. Oh, hang on. They're supposed to be cauliflowers, but they're not really heading very well. So we'll see. They may or may not be left to mature. So it got increasingly cloudy over the day, even looked like it might rain at one point, but the clouds have lessened, and so we've actually got some nice blue sky, and that's always nice when there are pretty flowers to see. The daphies are still going down here, still coming on. So I think that's enough for today, and I will try to get this video edited and out tonight, but we'll see. See you next time.